Hi Capricorn, welcome to my channel. This is a reading for the sign of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or however that resonates with you or your chart. This is going to be a November 2025 reading. And we're going to do a Celtic cross. I'll get the cards out, talk about the cards, then we'll clarify the cards, and then get some advice and close out with an oracle. So yeah, this is a new channel. Please check out my channel and my readings. I have lots of different things on there. So please let me know if things resonate, what you like, what you don't like, and support my channel. Thank you so much for being here, Capricorn. Let's get into this reading. Spirit, what is the message that Capricorn needs to hear for November 2025? Okay. Okay, Capricorn. Interesting. I feel like you've been on a journey. I feel like you, some things you're going through a transition for sure. So the overall energy we have is the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords is about, court cards can represent people being yourself or someone else. It's an air sign, which is Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, sorry. And so it could be one of those signs, or it could just be that air energy that you have, Capricorn. Because as you can see, this Queen of Swords is very grounded, like a earth sign would be. She's sitting on this concrete. There is no gender in tarot, by the way. This is just more of a feminine energy or feminine traits that, again, you or a person could have during this November. Okay, so this is the overall energy for the reading. The Queen of Swords is very, again, she's been through a journey, and she's not taking anybody's shit, basically. I don't know if I can cuss on here. I probably can't, so bleep that. She's not taking anybody's bleep. She will cut you, so you have to be careful. But very intelligent, very well put together, right? And very focused on truth, fairness, justice, communication, and can be kind of rigid as well. So, but we're going to clarify all of this. So we'll get further into that. In the position of what's currently your state, we have the 8 of Swords. And so again, we have this sword energy. So it is very likely that this is your energy for the overall reading. So the 8 of Swords is about thoughts, worry, anxiety, stress. It can be created because of trauma, and so it may not be something that's inescapable. And so the 8 of Swords can have like a feeling of someone feeling like they're a victim to something. And again, the swords are about justice and fairness. And so something could have happened here in regards to the justice system. That's for some. But more, it's just about a state of worry and anxiety and kind of like self-imposed stress. In the position of the blockage, we have the Star. And the Star is an Aquarius card. So again, this can be a person, but I am getting more that there's some sort of desire that you have, you know, deep desire or wish that you've made. You've got several major arcana. I mean, you've got some pretty interesting cards here. So, but the Star is about, you know, you could be not being truthful about what it is that you want, or honest. You may not be advocating for what it is that you want, Capricorn. You may feel trapped in a situation because of that. And it could be keeping you closed off in a situation. So that's for some of you. In the position of what's at the top of mind, you know, what you're working on, we have the Seven of Pentacles. This is what's going on in your external world, and this is you saving and working towards something, and you've planted a lot of seeds, and this is, it's seeing its growth, right? Being in a process of growth and potentially a time of harvest. In the position of your subconscious, or what's happening beneath the surface, we have the Strength card. And so this is, Capricorn, about your resilience. Your strength is a fire sign. There's a need here that you feel to carry some things, is what I'm getting from this card. But you have a real resilience about you. You've been through a lot. So this is a great card to have in the subconscious, because it's about being able to, you know, tame ourselves and maintain balance. In the past, we have the Ten of Cups. And so in the past, this is fulfillment. This is you having, feeling emotionally fulfilled, like you have everything or had everything. There could have been, you know, a time. I don't know how long ago in the past this was, but it could have been pretty recently. In the position of the future, the near future, we have the Death card. This is Scorpio energy, and we did just enter Scorpio season, so this is very appropriate. So this is in the future, some sort of ending, but with that ending comes a rebirth. This isn't the end all be all. There's a light. There's something that needs to be recycled, regenerated from, you know, darkness, the darkness that happens, right? And like the phoenix, you know, the phoenix rising from the ashes. In the position of what's influencing the situation, we have the Three of Swords. And so I'm seeing that there's some heartbreak here. This could be healing from heartbreak, but given your past is the Ten of Cups and the future is the Death card, I'm assuming that there could have been some sort of ending here for a lot of you, or something, maybe not an ending as much as something very painful has happened that needs healing, and that needs, you know, openness and discussion in order to heal. In the position of your external, your environment and how others see you, we have the Judgment card. And so people see you, you know, this could mean a few things. It's going to mean differently for everyone. But, you know, people could feel that you are being called to something else, or that you feel that you're being called to something else. This could be how you're presenting. I guess I need to cover these people up. Others could see, it could be people seeing you as a need to make a judgment call on something. It could be related to you following a purpose or a deeper knowing, a calling. Hopes and fears, we have the Emperor. Another major arcana and the last. So this is the Emperor card, hopes and fears. This is Aries energy, but the Emperor is about authority and being very firm in what you're creating, what you're developing, making decisions, hard decisions sometimes. So this could be a fear or a hope of control of a situation. And in the outcome, the last position, we have the Three of Cups. And so the Three of Cups is celebration and being social and having your support system around you. Being able to call on a support system and utilize that support system is, you know, very important. It would seem in this time, because you have you have some really big cards here. You have the Star, Strength, Death, Judgment, Emperor, Ten of Cups, Three of Swords. Okay, so let's get into this reading. Spirit, what is going on for Capricorn? What is going on for Capricorn? 12:56 on the timer. Spirit, why is the Queen of Swords here as the overall energy? Why is the Queen of Swords here, Spirit? Queen of Swords is clarified by the Magician, the Knight of Wands, and the Temperance card. I feel like Sagittarius not Sagittarius, I'm not sure why. Well, I am sure. I just did a Sagittarius reading. Sorry about that, Capricorn. I am getting a sense of, with the Magician and the Knight of Wands, is a desire to create. I think with the Magician here, clarifying the Queen of Swords, there is a need to be very rigid. For a need for structure, I think that you are juggling a lot currently. You could be working on a lot of different things or projects. And there's this very mental, kind of cold energy here. But I feel like there's an opportunity here to create something from potentially a very painful situation, to reframe it. Okay. Spirit, why is the Eight of Swords here in the position of the current energy, current state? Why is the Eight of Swords here, Spirit? Okay. The Eight of Swords is clarified by the Eight of Wands, which came out in reverse. The Empress. And the Judgment card. There's something trying to create right now from some sort of calling that's been made or judgment. I'm getting the feeling that your worries and fears is stopping this from moving forward. Stopping something from potentially ending so a new beginning can come through. You're certainly not, you're struggling with the ability to create something that is truly from your heart because of this mental space. Some of you may be being stopped by, there could be a change in status. Some of you may be with child, and that has potentially stalled something. It may bring this sense that you can't do something anymore, but you can. I feel like something here is getting in the way of this wish fulfillment. I feel like you've prayed for something. Spirit, why is the star here? Why is the star here? Please clarify. Okay. The star is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the Lovers. So this is about a relationship for a lot of you. You may have wished for a connection. You may like to move forward. I feel like you invested a lot into some sort of offer to a partner. Such as wishing that you could provide an opportunity to a connection. But something seems to have mixed this up. It could be like being in your head for a lot of you. Or again, thinking that whatever has shifted won't make something so. If that makes sense. Spirit, why is the Seven of Pentacles here? Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? This is the position of what you're working on or what you want to bring to fruition. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here, Spirit? What is it that Capricorn is trying to bring into fruition? What is it, Spirit? Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? Two more cards to clarify. Two more cards to clarify, Spirit. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? Okay. The Seven of Pentacles is clarified by the Eight of Cups, the Three of Wands, and the High Priestess. I'm getting the desire for some sort of independence. You know, again, maybe within your relationship, financial independence, or you know, even contributing more financially to for some of you. I'm also getting here some of you maybe left something behind, or you may be feeling disconnected from reality is what I'm getting, or some sort of, you may feel disconnected spiritually at this time. I'm getting more so that there's a financial, maybe dependence here and a need for independence. Some of you may be feeling led by the divine at this time as well. You may have walked away from something that you started on as well for some of you. Why is the Ten of Cups here in the past, Spirit? Why is the Ten of Cups here in the past? Why is the Ten of Cups here in the past? The Ten of Cups is clarified by the Star, which you had in your position for the blockage, the Six of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. Someone has left or moved on from a very painful situation. Some of you may be feeling blocked by a person or this situation. That could be what's creating your stress. But there's definitely, someone's moving on. There's an ending, someone's moving on. You are moving on from a very painful situation that was once something that you thought would be forever. You know, this could be a marriage, a relationship, or a family situation for some of you. You may be moving on from familial relationships. There may have been self-sabotage here in the past. You or someone around you. Oh. Shh. Okay. Spirit, why is the Three of Swords here? Wait. No, the Death card. Spirit, why is the Death card here for the future for Capricorn? Why is the Death card here? Something that was stuck is moving forward. Potentially this way of thinking that was keeping you stuck. There's a new perspective coming in. Spirit, one more card. The Death card is clarified by the Hanged Man in reverse. The Page of Wands, and the Two of Cups. Something that was blocked is moving forward here in the future. There is going to be an ending here. There's going to be a new perspective and something to work towards. Some sort of potential partnership. One is ending. I don't know if, you know, this may not be romance. This, again, could be family. It could be work, like one partnership to another partnership, or bringing someone else into a situation. I see you letting go of this. Some of you, this is going to be, you know, working on yourself and self-love, filling your own cups, a need for that in the future, in this rebirth. Somehow the Fool card popped up here. So there is a new beginning for you. Again, for some of you, it may be with someone else, a new connection, new friendship. I'm getting that for some of you, this past thing ended. There could have been a difference in opinion that was very strong that led to this. Spirit, why is the Three of Swords here as influencing the situation? Why is the Three of Swords here? Let's clarify this for Capricorn. Okay, we have for the Three of Swords, the Chariot, the Hermit, and the Seven of Wands. Yes, this is heartbreak and feeling very guarded. Not really open to... I don't get the feeling that you're open to this potential new connection that comes into the future. I don't know if you're currently open to that, or you may just not even see that coming. but you're feeling very guarded and protective of your heart at this time. This could bring up things from the past or make you feel stuck. Some of you, I'm getting frozen. Four Swords just popped out. So there is a need for healing here and time and rest. In the position of your environment, we have the Judgment. Spirit, why is the Judgment card here? Please clarify the Judgment card. Ooh, how many was that? 2. One more card, Spirit, for the Judgment card. So the Judgment card is clarified by the Sun, the 4 of Wands, and the 6 of Wands. Your environment, and there seems to be opportunities for success here, and something has called you to move towards something that's successful, something that can be celebrated and bring happiness. Something has been, there's a clarity. You may need to make, some of you need to make a decision about a house or a living situation. Okay, in the position of hopes and fears, we have the Emperor. Capricorn, that's your energy. So why is the Emperor here, Spirit? Please clarify the Emperor for Capricorn. Why is the Emperor here? The Emperor is clarified by the 3 of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Page of Pentacles. There's a fear, I feel like, of opening up, and for some of you, being social. You might be struggling with being social because of whatever this painful situation is. For some of you, I'm hearing there's a fear of how this will affect your relationships in the future. Some of you may hope for control over a situation or an opportunity. And some of you may fear control over an opportunity. So it's going to resonate differently for everyone. But it is your energy. So some of you are hoping to come back into self. And maybe that does have to do with being social. Some of you may have like a, religious or spiritual group that you connect with. Some sort of kind of traditional, structured. Some of you may be desiring a mentor, someone to support you in this change as well. Spirit, the outcome is the 3 of Cups. Why is the 3 of Cups here? Please clarify. Okay, 3 of Cups is clarified by the Knight of Swords, the 5 of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. This is about taking your pain and the conflict that you feel and turning it into passion. And it's going to require that you rely on a support system here. There could be someone coming in to help you. This Knight of Swords, this air energy. I'm also getting that this air energy could be someone from the past and may come in and cause conflict. So that's for some of you, not all of you, but someone may come in and cause some conflict in your social circle or, life moving on. Okay. Hopefully that resonated. Let's get some advice and then we'll get an oracle message. Spirit, what is the advice? Ooh. What is the advice, Spirit, for Capricorn? Okay. The advice, 3 of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Page of Swords. The advice is to ground by working with others that you trust, that fulfill you, that make you feel grounded, to speak up in this time for yourself, to ground you, and to also be aware of your surroundings here. There's some sort of group here coming in the future after this death is what I'm getting, after this rebirth, death and rebirth. Okay, let's get an oracle message from the Dirt Gems Oracle 3737 on the timer. Spirit, what is the oracle message for Capricorn? What is the oracle message for Capricorn for November? Card number 57. Dogwood. Some of you may love dogwood trees. Okay, the Loyal. For those who feel hardened by their own history, dogwood is a powerful reminder of how to learn from what has come before and then become something entirely new, not determined by past scars. This elegant plant ally will help you discard feelings of threat and violation. Dogwood stops the memories from radiating their pain and lets the scars ripple and melt back into the body. Dogwood builds core strength and resilience, bolstering our resolve by softening the jagged edges of our story of what is, what has been, and what is to come. We invite space to focus and create when we stop working so hard to steel ourselves against the inevitable pain and struggle in life. Dogwood rewires the nervous system when our fuses are blown. Consider the electricity of the body and how it is like all other electrical systems and currents. Dogwood allows the system to reset. If you have decided that you are a certain way and are incapable of change, Dogwood is a friend that says, you can be whoever you want to be. You can decide, today I am new. Today I make different choices. Today I'm confident and assured. Today I am generous. Every day we decide our story. We decide how we work with what we have, and we decide how to treat each other and ourselves. Capricorn, I hope this reading resonated with you. Thank you so much for spending this sunset with me. And yeah, please check out my channel and let me know if it resonates. Peace and blessings, y'all.